Hey, what's up guys, Vlad is here, and today I want to show you my recent setup, or how I call it, my magic box. This is my second attempt to create some kind of live setup, so let's see what's inside. So here we go. This setup is centered around Digitakt, and Digitakt serves here as a sampler and drum machine, and also controls both Minitaur and Blofeld via Midi. So it sends Midi out to this Midi box here under this cover, which this is iConnect Midi, which serves as a Midi splitter in this setup, and also does Midi filtering. So it allows four channels for Blofeld and one channel for Minitaur. So here I dedicated these four channels from D to G. They send to Blofeld, and the last one works for Minitaur. The first three are reserved for the situations where I need to have some extra control for audio channels. For this I organized MIDI loopback here, so out goes to in and also goes to through, yeah. And yeah, so that's basically the MIDI setup. This iConnect MIDI box also allows connecting to computer via USB, so it's also easy to integrate and synchronize this with any DAW. And also I can connect here iOS devices to this MIDI box. I can connect iOS device with let's say Model 15 or Minimoog from Moog. So some applications I can control also via MIDI channels from Digitakt, which is pretty convenient. Then audio output from Minitaur goes to delay pedal, and then goes to this small mixer on top. And Blofeld output also goes to this mixer. The output of the mixer goes back into the Digitakt, where where there is this external mixer feature, which was released with a recent firmware update. And here I apply a little bit of reverb to the input, which glues output from synthesizers to what comes from audio channels in Digitakt a little bit, and then everything goes through compressor of Digitakt, which glues everything together even more. Also, this audio routing is convenient because I can, for instance, sample something pretty quickly inside Digitakt. So if I find something interesting playing with Minitaur or with Blofeld, I can sample it and then use on one of audio tracks. Also, Digitakt with this routing serves as a sound card. So when I connect to the computer, I can easily dump something there, either by just using it as a sound card and using main output, or with Overbridge I can also record the audio channels separately. Yeah, and all these guys are also connected to USB hub via MIDI, via USB. So Electron, Minitaur, Blofeld, and also iConnect Midi, they all connected to the same USB hub, which is then connected like now to computer. So output from Electron I'm now recording with Overbridge software, and this is pretty convenient. So I can just by connecting this one cable, I can easily integrate all my setup with some audio workstation, yeah, with Logic, Ableton Live or whatever, yeah, and I can also easily upload samples to Digitakt or to Blofeld. I have SL license activated here, or control some settings on Minitaur. So this makes it pretty convenient. Yeah, so in terms of MIDI, what I probably forgot to mention that for Blofeld, I also set up. I'm also using these controls on Digitakt to send MIDI messages and control parameters on Blofeld, because yeah, when playing live, working with all these pages, I mean, Blofeld has really, to my taste, really nicely organized structure, but still switching between all these pages is not that convenient. But here with these knobs, it's much easier, and also I can automate these controls. Yeah. By the way, when I was setting up the controls, MIDI controls for Blofeld, I created for me these tables with all the MIDI controls of the Blofeld, and the main difference of these tables to what you can find in manual is that in the user manual all the MIDI controls are organized by MIDI controller number. Yeah, so you just have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you should figure out which number controls what. But so what I've done, I just created for me this table where everything is organized by the module of the synthesizer. So oscillator 1, 2, 3, like here noise, ring modulators, so the same goes for filters, etc, etc. I will upload this PDF and put link under this video. Yeah, for Minitaur I didn't set up anything. Usually I don't do any specific MIDI controlling from Digitakt, because yeah, Minitaur is pretty convenient for this control. And generally speaking, this setup has like, for me it has like two like parallel lines. So one line is like digital synthesis, yeah, so Blofeld allows basic waveforms. I can use wavetables. I can also upload some samples there, so it's really like really flexible in terms of synthesis, but it's not that easy to control. Yeah, so it's something about like preparing something in advance. But this line, like Minitaur connected to delay pedal, is something for like experimenting on the fly. Yeah, it has some produces really like basic sound using just basic waveforms, and you have only basic controls, but it's really nice to experiment and do something on the fly. Yeah, also with this delay pedal, which is not synced to anything, so it also allows a lot of experiments. So yeah, that's about audio MIDI connections. So now what comes when it comes to power, the main idea for this setup, the main feature of this setup was that it should be portable. So I wanted something that I can take with me outside and go to park and sit there and play with it for some reasonable amount of time. Yeah, and I was looking for corresponding power bank and found this this small box. It's called Shankyu. I hope I pronounce it somehow correctly. I found it on Amazon. I will put the link underneath this video. So this is actually an uninterrupted power source, but also can serve as a power bank. So it has currently it's connected to the power socket. It just finished charging, so these 4 LEDs show the battery level, and it has 5 outputs for different voltage and also different currents. So the first one is 12 volts, 3.5 amperes. It's I connected directly to Digitakt. And second one is also 12 volts but 2.5 ampere of current, and this one I split via Y cable between Minitaur and Blofeld. And the third one is 9 volt. It's connected to this delay pedal. This one is 5 volts, it goes to Midi box, and the last one, this USB connector, goes to the mixer. And according to the specs, this guy can handle up to 65 watts of load, which is more than enough for this setup. Yeah, so Minitaur needs 7 watts according to specs, and 4 watts for Blofeld, so it's 11, and 12 watts for Digitakt, so it's 23, then 1 watt for TC Electronics, so 24, and 2 watts for mixer, so it's 25, 26. I didn't take it to push it to extreme so far, but I was working for like more than 1 hour and still had like two LEDs here, so it was still something around half of the battery there. So I guess it can work up to 2.5 hours actually. I didn't try it outside so far, it's too cold, so I don't know, maybe it will be a little bit less when it's not like 20-25 degrees, when it's a little bit colder. It usually the battery life is usually a little bit shorter, but still it's pretty enough, at least for my needs. Yeah, so this probably it for now about this setup. If you have any questions, please write a comment. And yeah, thanks for watching. That's it for today, and see you next time.